ask me all the time about the challenge. When do I get called? What do I do on challenge day? How's the food? Do you party? Can you get your phone? Can you text? Tons of stuff. Now, I can't go too in-depth about certain things or else I would get fined, and I can't afford that. So we're not going to go too in-depth, but I can tell you things that most people haven't. The food generally sucks. It's catered food. So if you're in Africa, it's catered food from Africa. If you're in Pluto, it's catered food from Pluto. It all depends on what country you're in and basically the quality of food that they have in that country. So we've had countries that I've gone to that the food has been exceptional, and we've had places where I've survived off eggs and just eggs. So food really varies. In terms of getting called or going on the show, again, there are people that get called every time to go, and then there's people that get called once in a blue moon. I've been fortunate. I get called pretty frequently to go. There's only about a 2-month window to get ready for the show. It's not like you have all year to get ready. Plenty of people do train all year round, but for me, I have other things going on, and not saying that they don't, but there's plenty of people on the challenge. Johnny Bananas, CT, these are guys who make a living on this show. They're career challengers, and they've made a lot of money. As far as eliminations, challenges, the schedule's always the same, all right? The schedule doesn't change. Again, I can't go too in depth. I don't want to get fined or anything like that from MTV. I love you guys. But challenge day, it's a long day. Some challenges take 2 hours. Some challenges take 5 hours. It all depends. As you can see, we do a lot of things up in the air. We do food challenges. Generally, you can expect a window between, 2.5 to 4 hours per se on average each challenge. As far as sleep and bunk beds and roommates, it's a first come, first served basis. So right when we get to the house, everyone runs in. They show that on the show a lot. And whoever you're rooming with, that's kind of who you're aligned with. I roomed with younger people. I've roomed with older people. And it does affect your game and things like that. So roommates and beds, it's a first come, first served basis. But when you first get to the house, it's stocked up. We're talking from booze to food. Towels are clean. Everything is just fresh. Everything looks really, really good. It's like when you first move into a furnished apartment. If any of you have had a furnished apartment, everything is clean and set up. That's exactly how these challenge houses are. It only takes literally, maybe 2 days and the house is a mess. People, it's just you can't control 30 people in a house. Trying to think of what other questions people ask me all the time. No emails, no phones. There is no communication. So when you're away filming, you cannot just pick up your cell phone and call mom. You are there to film a show, you're working, and they take it very, very seriously if you try to bring things in like a cell phone or computer or iPad, which you would never get away with. And if you did, you would get fined heavily. So it's really not worth it. I've never tried to sneak anything in because who would want $3,000 or $4,000 taken from them because they had to bring their phone? So, on the flip side of it, not having a phone is kind of refreshing. We're on our phones all the time, every single day, and to go away and not have a phone and not a worry in the world in a new country, it's a good feeling, and not many people get to experience that. So, you should leave your phone home and not even try to bring it in. I think in the past, people have tried to hide it. I know I've been on a season where there's been a guy, and I'm not going to name him, good guy, who actually had a phone. He brought a phone, but he got scared at the end and gave it up and didn't get fined because he gave it up in time. So people do try. I'm not one of those guys that wants to do that, but, that's as far as that goes with bringing things in. As far as gear and clothes and things we get on the show, you get a bag. You get one duffel bag. You get it at the beginning of every single show, all right? And it usually will have 1 to 2 pairs of shoes, shirts, shorts, hats, maybe water bottle. In the past, they used to give a lot more shit. Now, it's Under Armour's getting a little, if you know what I mean. They're not as, they're not as gift worthy. They rather put their money in Bryce Harper and the baseball players, which I get it. I love baseball. You know what I mean? I used to hit dingers back in the day. Not anymore. I'm washed up, got a bad back, bad arm. But anyways, they give us a lot of cool stuff. I have a lot of my shorts. It's weird because when you get off the show, you can't really wear the shorts. They say your name across the butt. Only people like Nelson and I don't know, I think Tony does. They wear the shorts. I don't understand it. Who wants their name across their ass walking around a parking lot? If you ask me, bro, you got to get a new pair. So Tony and Nelson, I'll Venmo you some money in a little bit, and we're going to get you a new pair of shorts. But the gear's great. The gear, like I said, varies. I think the guys that have done challenges for a while get some of the better stuff. I've always liked to say that, but there's a lot of trading going on. That's one of the cool things we do is everyone trades their stuff. So obviously, if I have a sister back home, I don't want all boy shirts. I'll trade a boy shirt with a girl. Maybe she has a brother, and that way we get some new stuff. So there's a lot of trading going on and bidding and all stuff like that. You know, when there's not a lot to do, why not trade clothes? So that's that as far as clothes. You get 2 calls a week. Generally, they're about 10 minutes long. They're recorded calls. You call your family members. You can't tell them anything. You know, it's pretty much like a prison phone call. Aside the guy saying, this is a collect call from blah, 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 it is pretty much a prison phone call. It's monitored. You can only say a certain amount of things. Definitely can't say anything about the show. It's a lot of listening at the end of the day. It's a lot of listening, making sure your family's good, and that's it. So you get 2 calls a week, and aside that, you're on your own. As far as clothes that you can bring, no logos. Pretty much H&M, and that's it. Or Forever 21. Whatever stores have no logos, that's what you got to rock. Anything with a logo on it, you cannot bring. So Nike, Jordan, Adidas, none of that. They pretty much take it all. You can't show logos on TV. I guess it's, I don't know, obviously free marketing or advertising and things like that. I don't know the legal side of it, but I know that they take it very serious. So as far as clothing, you can only bring things that don't have a logo on them. As you can see, a lot of my stuff is still Under Armour, and I bring clothes from past challenges just to make it easy. I'm usually an overpacker between past challenge clothing and the clothing that I get on the show. You know, I have a good amount, so I don't need to worry about clothing as much as other people or newcomers. That's the ins and outs on the challenge and little things that people don't know. If there's something specific that you guys want to know about the challenge, just leave a comment below, ask the question, and then maybe I can retouch this topic and talk about some specific questions that you guys have. So definitely leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, make sure you follow the Instagram, and you know, I'll be back with another vlog. Your boy Dario will never leave you hanging.